What's up, Inner Circle, and welcome back to the Short and Spicy.
We did it.
We did it. Same
Well
note.
done.
We are joined today by one of our most popular co-hosts.
Yes, podcast host extraordinaire, Hope.
Woo! Yay!
Hope is joined by her cat's hat.
Yes.
It has cat ears.
Yes. So it is a hat procured from the merch table at the production of cats that I saw here locally.
So fun.
The
Amazing.
touring
The
cats.
touring cats. Yeah.
I like that it says cats TM. Well, sure. Trademark.
In case the two kitty ears on
Yeah.
top of the baseball cap.
The kitty
This is
ears really
licensed merch.
the kitty ears keep me from wearing it in public more
Damn it.
because it is a lot.
I mean, it's subtle, but it's clear.
It's a lot.
If this were a visual medium, I think we would have to post a photo of cat ears.
It's exactly what y'all are thinking.
We could probably post a photo of
Just the hat.
Just the hat. Okay, that's fair.
It is a really good hat.
Yeah.
It's a great hat.
But yeah, I don't get a lot of wear with it because I think it's a little too much signaling out in the world.
It's like,
Is this
yes, I have
the
a kitty
degree?
on my head.
Yes.
I want y'all to see this. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're generally a pretty dog forward
It's
podcast.
true.
We
And
are
I don't
dog-
like cats, the
No.
creatures that much, but I do love
Not for
Cats,
us.
the musical.
Cats trademark.
Deeply.
Cats
Okay.
TM.
Yeah.
I have never
Oh my
watched. I think I've
gosh.
seen clips. I've seen the body paint and the costumes.
Oh, the body paint.
But I am not familiar with the plot
We
of
had
Cats.
when I
The
was
cats wanna
growing
die.
up.
That's the plot of Cat.
Oh yeah,
They're trying to get to cat heaven.
They're trying to get to the heavy side layer.
Yeah.
Really?
Literally, the
but
plot
they have
of
9
Cats
lives.
is them. They're all trying to die so they can get to kitty heaven.
Kind of.
Oh my god.
It's
kind of
horrifying.
dark.
So growing up, we had a DVD of the London cast
Yes, I have
Stop.
Broadway.
This is how I know about cats.
What a fun
So we just
DVD.
fixated on it. Oh, I
It's
still
scary.
have it. I have the DVD.
People crawling around.
Oh, it's so
no.
creepy.
They crawl on the aisles.
It's so weirdly
Really?
horny because they're all doing their stretches. That
Sure.
one, when the white cat and puts her leg up and it twitches all over the place.
Yes.
Well, cats are pretty horny.
Cats are horny just in their
existence.
natural way of being, I guess.
I have not seen the critically acclaimed movie musical.
Stop! Taylor's
Cats.
in there.
Yes, I'm aware.
Our girl.
I've heard her song, which is also kind of scary.
Wait, so the musical itself is different than the movie.
Yes.
And
Oh,
Taylor,
very
I knew
different.
that Taylor, but I guess I assumed that she was in the Broadway musical.
No.
She just
has
did a
yet to
feature
make her
for the
Broadway
movie.
Which
debut.
Feminine Rage, the musical,
Yeah.
we
Oh,
will be getting
sure.
one day.
Sure.
But okay, so this was for the movie.
Just for the movie.
And she dressed as a cat.
I liked
She went to cat school.
Oh my god.
That's a real thing.
What does that mean?
So she said this in an interview when she was talking about being in Cats.
Sure.
She said we had to go to cat school where they teach you. It sounds like furry school to me, where they just
Oh,
teach
yes, it
you
does.
how to act like a cat. It's kind of like
Oh,
yoga,
real?
but they are like, this is how cats move. You studied cats. I mean, she was obviously very into it because
is a
she's
furry.
a cat lady.
This is
Cat
a furry.
person.
Yeah.
Very butthole
School.
prominent.
Yes.
That was things
Tail
I heard
right
about
up.
the movie. Yeah, tail right up, just buttholes.
For days.
Release the
stuff.
butthole cut.
So I'm hearing that we need to have a double feature. I think we need to watch the
The
Broadway and then
The
we
West
need to.
End and then-
Yeah, exactly.
So the plot is different too for the movie?
It's- the plot's loosely the
plot's plot. I mean,
I don't know
plot
what you mean
is
by
a super
plot.
Film
strong
of
word.
cats. Okay, so
plot
there are
is
no adults.
very strong.
You know how when we read smut, we're like, was there a plot? No. That's kind of how Cats is.
Because that's not the point
There's
of
just- it's not-
cat.
Well,
No.
do you know the origin of Cats? So it was based on a book of poetry by T.S. Eliot
No, it
about his
wasn't.
cats.
Well, Mary
He just-
Oliver has
so,
dog songs.
T.S.
She has a book of
Eliot-
poetry about dogs.
Yeah.
Took some hallucinogens
Oh,
and was
yeah.
like, here's...
Here's my cats.
Same, really.
And all their names. And oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it's super weird. Well, when we
I would
went,
do the
so
same thing.
I just love cats so much. It's one of my I have the soundtrack downloaded on my Spotify
hell yeah.
so I can listen to it
Oh
at
my
any time that I need
God.
to.
Hopi, I don't think I understood this about you. I'm thrilled to be learning
Welcome.
more.
Oh, a new part of the lore has been unlocked. So we talked some of our friends into going with us, and if it had been up to me,
Sure.
I would have given them quite the precursor. And I would have
introduction.
suggested that we like do a watch at my house or
Go to
something.
cat school.
But one of my redheads was like, you just need to go in blind. You need to just go in with no idea.
And one of the
don't know if
redheads
that's the
knew.
way.
That was a real redhead
Readers,
move.
it was not the way. So we got to
Dear
the
readers.
intermission, and all of my friends were like, "So what the fuck is happening?"
Yeah,
in
because
this?
the plot it doesn't make,
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make
okay.
any sense. The whole plot is once a year the cats all get together for the Jellicle Ball.
Yeah.
At which point the oldest leader of the cats picks one of them to ascend to the heavy side
They all
layer,
want to die
which is
to
cat
go
heaven.
to kitty
Yeah,
heaven.
they want to
Heavy
go.
side
So they're
layer.
competing with each
And
other
so the
to get
whole
to kitty heaven.
musical
What else?
is only they sing their songs.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
I'm the Rum Tum Tugger. I am the magical Mr. Mistopheles.
I am the Rum Tum Tugger. I fuck.
I fuck.
and so they
A lot.
introduce themselves.
And that's it.
And that's the
the whole
musical, like-
content of the
What?
musical.
It's like auditioning to get to the afterlife.
Yeah.
Yes.
oh, they're auditioning to get to the afterlife. So
Yeah.
this is who I am, and this is why
To
I
be,
deserve.
Rum Tum Tugger. I
beamed
fuck.
up.
I'm yes. Yeah,
Beam me
cosmic
up.
love,
Beam me up. Yeah.
heaven struck, all the things.
Exactly.
Wow.
It's
I mean,
so
the-
good.
The
But, like,
overlaps with Taylor, the Taylor verse.
Well, she loves. She's
Yeah.
obsessed.
Yes, of course.
She embodies
But I
She's
do,
trying to get to kitty
this
heaven.
degree of unhinged.
Aren't we all?
I
I just think that you need to know that.
Yeah.
You need to
Wow.
know
Yeah,
going
okay.
in that all
you
that's
don't- yeah.
happening is
That would
that you're
help.
just meeting the characters.
There's not like
that's all.
a
There is
conflict
no story.
or there's not like a conflict or a resolution. It's like here is this magical mystical kitty land. Would you like to go there? Now dance, cats.
Yeah. That's the whole thing.
What
Under a
the
big
hell?
full moon. The only conflict
it is
there
witchy.
is one very long musical number where they tell a story about like a neighborhood rivalry between the Peaks and the Pollicles. Two
It's like
different
the
like,
Jets and the
dogs.
Sure, sure.
But
well, because I love West Side Story.
but
so
they
much.
like play
tragic.
like the cats are like acting out this story. It's amazing, but it's so weird, and there
really
is
weird.
no story at all.
Oh, I'm very into it.
It's so good, but like you need to. I
Okay.
think there's that's enough of a precursor.
because
I
otherwise
think
you're
that's
just
sufficient.
waiting. The
But then
mimosas.
you're like, wait, ooh,
yeah. Otherwise, if you didn't know that information, you'd just be waiting for the plot to drop. You'd just be waiting for
Oh, yeah.
something to happen.
Yeah,
but
and
no,
it's not gonna happen.
That's not.
you'd be able to enjoy it so much more knowing
Yes,
that
exactly.
they're just gonna. These are now the cats that we're gonna learn about.
This is it. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's Jelly Lorum. They have
Yeah.
such good names.
Oh, good.
A part of it is that cats all have 3 names. One of them is the human name
Sure.
that the people call them. That's
fluffy.
like something boring.
George.
Yeah.
And then they also
Hobbs.
have a name that will
Hobbs.
never ever be spoken. That they
Yes.
keep very close to the chest and
Really?
very
Christian
secretive
name.
about.
they're Christian.
Their Christian name.
And then
Okay.
there is their Jellicle name.
The Jellicle name.
because this is the festival
That's
of
their
the
sexy
Jellicles?
name.
It's just the Jellicle cats.
It's the type of cat.
The opening number
the type of cat.
is describing
It's like a
what's a Jellicle cat.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
thank God,
it's like a
because I don't
squad
know.
of cats. Like
Yeah.
we're the
They're-
Jellicle
they're
girls.
We're the
squad.
Jellicle.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh, we're Jellicle girlies, big time.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
My legs all the way up.
only ever been a Jellicle
Oh, they're
girly.
very sexy. They're very
Oh,
horny.
it's spicy.
Speaking of, sorry, this is a complete diversion from the cats.
No, I think it's
So-
adjacent.
Part of my lore is that my grandparents live on the lake. They have this beautiful lake
They
house.
do, and I've enjoyed it very much.
Yeah. And
Your grandmother.
my grandmother is telling me this story, 100% sober on the 4th of July.
This like
oh my
this
God.
4th of July.
Just, a couple days ago.
Couple days
okay,
ago.
okay, okay.
Your grandmother, the context, Jay has come home from playing pickleball with her and saying things to the effect of, she's really nice. You wouldn't know that she was a grandmother.
Oh.
Anyways, just sidebar. We'll look at pictures. She's hot. You have a hot grandmother.
Well, yeah, Jay did say, this is the first grandmother I've been attracted to.
I was like, baby J, come on, babe. I also,
We can
I
filter
do
that
have
out.
follow-up questions on them playing pickleball together, but we can.
Oh, you'll understand when you see a picture. A plays pickleball.
Yes, right.
With Katie Bird's grandmother.
Oh, okay.
Adorable.
All right. Okay, I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
She's gorgeous. She's killing it.
She's beautiful.
If you just imagine, like, a retired lady with just like stark white hair.
She's like Meredith, what's her name from Devil Wears Prada?
Yes.
Oh,
Miranda
yeah,
Priestley.
Miranda
Not
Priestley.
Miranda Priestley.
But not evil.
But not evil
Right.
and small. Like, she's like petite and fun.
She's going on ski trip. She's going to Europe. I think they just got back from Scotland. Like, you know, she's just living her best life.
Okay.
Anyway.
Lives on the lake, 4th of July.
Yeah,
Yes,
on
thank
the
you
4th of
so
July.
much. You're welcome for that. So on the 4th of July, at our big family gathering, she's like, I gotta tell you what happened at my house the other day.
Please.
And I was like, I would love to hear it. And she's like, well, I'm in the kitchen. I'm making myself a drink.
Yeah.
She drinks a vodka tonic. That's her drink. If she's holding a Yeti,
Classy
there's a
lady.
vodka tonic with lime in that Yeti.
Oh, gotta have the lime. That's
Yeah.
right.
That's a good energy.
Yeah. And she said, my grandfather called her into the living room, was like, you got to come see this. And she's like, I'm thinking that maybe something has fallen off of my home. The shutter is broken.
Sure.
Okay.
I walk in there, and he goes, I'm about to show you something you've never seen before.
Oh, no.
Is it a
And-
snake?
He turns her around, and they've got these big, massive windows that look over the lake.
Beautiful.
In the back of their home.
Gorgeous.
And in the lake, right beside their dock, is a jet ski that's in the water. And there's a man on this jet ski whose ass is out. What? And she's like, what's happening? And she's like, something is on his ear. Like, what's on his head? Like, it looks like he's wearing a hat. And my grandfather said, those are feet.
Oh my God!
What?
This
I just spit. It was enthusiasm. Somebody was fucking somebody
Yes!
on your grandmother's dock.
On the jet ski,
On
like
the jet
pulled
ski.
up to the dock?
Yeah, so like
That is private property.
literally, and if you can picture,
There's so many neighbors. That's
So
not
many
a
neighbors.
secluded dock.
no, it's not. It is not,
No.
bro.
Stop.
And they're probably like, I don't know, maybe 20 feet from like where the crabgrass is on the edge of the, yeah.
No.
They're high as hell. Like you
They
can
They
Or
gotta
drunk, like-
be. It's the only way.
And so, yes, her legs are up on his shoulders, and she's
on
like,
a jet ski?
that's what I'm saying.
Girl.
There are a couple
Teenagers.
concerns I have.
That's
And
right. That's the
So-
only explanation.
sunscreen would get so spicy in there.
My grandmother was like,
Lake water. You
kept
gotta be
going
careful.
for such a long time. It was like,
That was the issue of concern.
she was like, it's been
That ain't right.
She was like, so there are a couple things about that because that indicates that she stood there for long enough to observe
yeah.
that they're still going.
Well, she was
fully
like,
observe it. You can see clearly from that window. You can see their naked
you
bodies.
can see everything
well, and
from
she's
that
like, I'm
window.
running through the list of things that I can do. Like, do I send the dog out? No. Like,
Boy Charlie would.
yeah. Literally. Like, or
Do I let them finish?
she's like,
Let
do
her
I
live.
Let them cook.
let him cook? So she's running through a list of things that, like, what can I do to
This is better than a
these
Reddit
young
story.
people that are fucking in front of my home. And so here are the list of concerns that I have with this particular
With this
situation.
incident. You who worked with teenagers.
I'm assuming it's teens. Like,
Oh, it's gotta be. The prefrontal cortex
Not
is
developed.
The only way.
because there are places on this lake that you can go that
Oh,
are,
yeah.
there are
No.
not,
Oh, sure.
there are not
I have
homes.
fucked in many
Have a little
places on the
afternoon
lake.
delight
Yes.
if
The
you...
name of the
And then it's their name is Bill. So
side point.
we have access to lots of different areas on this lake that homes do not exist around.
Oh, somebody wooded. Oh, yeah.
Sure. So
This was a choice.
yeah.
This is a very
Second of all-
residential area.
My back on the vinyl seat
No.
of a Sea-Doo, a jet ski,
No.
the rocking of the jet ski.
No. Oh my God.
Like,
I fall off.
I would...
the seat of a jet ski is like, it's small.
It's small.
like a motorcycle.
handle-
It's small. Yeah. Are you
was
going to
my back
accidentally
leaning
hit
up
the
against
ignition
the-
with your shoulder blade and send yourself yeeting into the,
Literally.
like...
And the smell of gasoline from
No.
the Sea-Doo.
I'm struggling to see any, like, what are the good... Like, you know, usually we could find, like, a... Okay, that's kind of hot.
Sure.
That's kind of fun.
Sure.
I can't find a...
I think-
What is...
I think it was him, maybe. I think
So,
maybe
she-
the girlie, well, we're making
Well,
assumptions, but the one receiving,
So
Oh,
it
yeah.
was a man and a woman.
Okay.
Um,
minors, maybe. But
yeah.
That is
or
straight
male
behavior.
female
Let me
was-
just say,
that
as the
is-
residential queer,
Straight
that is
people.
hetero behavior
yeah.
right there. The
Male
gays
female
would never.
presenting.
Some hetero audacity.
No.
My grandmother
bad
said
taste.
that this interaction did begin on the other side, across where the other neighbors are, with her going down on him. So I'm assuming that this is a very male-centered
Sexual experience.
Yes, this is not about her.
Which again speaks to youth. Like,
Sure.
Okay.
We hope that there's some changes as
Okay,
they.
but wait, did she know that from the neighbors, or how did they witness?
grandfather was
he seen it.
he
He was creeping.
Oh,
he was
wait,
watching
he'd been
the whole
watching this.
time.
Well, he's like, I'm sure I can imagine my grandfather looking out, calculating, like, what the fuck's going on? And then they start to drift, and then positions change, and he's like, oh no.
Oh, it really is.
I know exactly what's going on here.
So,
My God.
I love that.
different positions that you can do on a jet ski. Her on top seems like a better solution.
Please, a little cowgirl.
Yeah.
That would be easy.
Well, reverse
still take some
cowgirl,
coordination.
maybe?
Yeah,
Sure.
sure. But, like,
That'd be all right.
Fine.
as someone who's, like,
Have a
not-
sit.
I don't
Yeah.
love being on
Reverse,
top.
you could hold on to the handlebars.
Yeah, fine.
Even from behind.
Sure.
Seems
Okay.
like a better solution.
Okay.
Literally, there are many.
Do anything else. Go home.
Go home. Go home.
No, that's the side boy. It also should be noted, I would like to say, okay, you know where the restaurant is around the corner.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
literally, on Father's Day, got pulled over because our license on our boat was like 1 month delayed, and we just didn't know that. We've had the boat for a while. We've never gotten pulled over, and so they're
People are
where
looking.
they dock. The water cops where they dock is right there. Like that's another stupid. And so your grandmother's house is literally
Right there.
a few
Oh
feet.
my
it's around
God.
the corner.
Dumb.
Oh, and they come
so-
in and out of that cove all the time because it's a no wake zone in that cove. And so when people like go through there really fast, they come in after because it's a no wake zone. You can't drive really fast through
See,
that
that was
cove.
the first thing I thought was like,
Yeah.
we just got pulled over right there. And it's scary because in a car, like you can kind of everyone can see you on the boat. Everyone can see that you're getting pulled over. Everyone can see what's happening. Wow. Okay, so those are my concerns. That
Those are yes.
prison. Y'all's
Also,
concerns are in regards to sexual positions, which is fine. That's an interesting point as well.
I mean,
It seems like
the overarching concern is like go somewhere else.
get out of here. Even in the water. I'm not really a proponent of in the water, but better in the water than on the jet ski.
I agree
because we can't see it. No, for health and safety. No, please stop. But-
Yeah, this is not an advice podcast. Don't fuck in the water.
Please
people.
Don't fuck on a jet ski either.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know.
Just for comfort purposes.
Just for your own.
If you're going to, maybe cowgirl versus cowgirl, or
Okay.
or in a cove.
yeah.
Wow.
Or at home.
Or do you know what I think? For a jet ski, maybe some hand stuff.
Sure.
Oh, maybe we do a little hand stuff.
What's interesting about sex is that there's lots of
There's so many
things you can do besides like
so many ways to do this.
Yeah.
on feet on shoulders like
Which also on a good day is like
All I can see
I
is
don't know.
Barbies. All I can see is how like you make the Barbies like bend their legs straight up,
but they're
to,
going like out, like
out like catterwampus.
so bad.
Yeah, that's all I can see on the boat. That your grandparents just watched.
Wow.
and then told me about it. fully sober.
That is my favorite story. What I need to know is how did you respond?
Yeah, how did you react to
What
this
was the
story? Were you like short and spicy? Short
Mm-hmm.
and spicy.
Thank you for this content. I was like, wow, great pod. No, so she's telling this to me and my step sibling, and we're both like, oh,
Which so awkward to like.
I don't know. Like, I'm not about to critique sexual
sure.
positions with my
Oh
grandmother.
no, that's fair.
I feel
But she wanted to talk about this. She brought it
She
up.
brought it up. She brought it up.
which shows that she sees you as a grown up, a sexually active grown
I
up.
actually really love that you're a safe space for her to talk about
She was like,
other people's things with.
"You'll
That's
never
good.
believe this."
I just like that she was like, it just went on for so long.
I think that gives you some unfortunate insight into your grandmother's sex
Yeah,
life.
I was like, I don't know what you mean by like she said like I don't know 10 minutes. I'm
Okay.
like, well, that's
10 minutes on a jet ski is a
10
long
minutes
time.
on a
Sure.
jet ski. Like, all of the other factors considered that get you to
10
the fucking
minutes is
jet ski
kinda
in the first
forever.
place. 10 minutes is unexpected.
I just have to assume in a public setting like that, there's some like urgency involved.
Sure.
You know? And so, no, 10 minutes is too long, actually.
minutes.
I'm ready to say, get me out of here.
if we're in a situation where we're fucking on a
back
jet
is on
ski, it's a quickie. Like,
In and out, babe.
yeah,
In and
we're
out.
not- this is not for me. This is, we're not
This is
hanging.
purely
This is
like
for you.
practical,
Yeah.
or like this is needs must. If needs must,
If needs must. Well, if
fine,
they're
I
talking,
guess. But then again, I return to hand stuff. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
just go
Oh
ahead.
my
and,
God.
like,
There are
fuck
other
out.
ways we can alleviate this specific situation.
No.
like that, like the sheer number of solutions that just given the situation that we could have come up
yeah.
with immediately.
Oh.
Like this should be included in sex ed. Like they
Don't.
if you're gonna fuck on a sea-doo,
Don't fuck on a boat. Don't fuck on a goat. Don't.
would you could you in a house?
Could not.
Would you could you with a mouse? No.
No.
Would you could you? That's kink shame. But like,
Well,
there's.
I think the
wait,
mouse
We
is-
could we could work Dr. Seuss into this though.
I think that, yes.
The girlies need to know early on that like this, if you must, if needs must, find a private cove,
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
hand stuff.
Yeah. And it
Go
hand
home.
stuff works. Hand stuff works both ways. Like, we can alleviate
Yes.
some needs.
Also,
yeah.
I just don't believe that her pleasure was being centered in any
No,
way. in this.
no.
Yeah, I mean, and also,
That's
like,
editorial.
not to kink shame, I guess some people do enjoy like the voyeurism aspect
Sure.
of things.
That's true.
So the idea that
risk.
someone
I
could have
enjoy
seen.
Yeah,
a public place, but like with so many precautions.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
So many.
Mostly because like I live in this town. I live. People gonna see me. So
there are places to do some crazy shit. Florida 3 exclamation points. Maybe not here. I live here. Wow. I'm amazed
yeah.
and entertained greatly.
Wow. I just am so grateful to not be a teen.
Yeah.
We love being in our 30s.
I've been
Wait,
going
you sure
to these
do.
sweet little
Ugh.
workout classes, and my inner dialogue is interesting throughout these, of course, because you know there's lots of bodies, everybody's moving them, and it's fun to like have some parts who are generally I'm able to be like, everybody, all bodies are good bodies, and we're all having a great time, and I also have a good body in that mirror, and so there's a lot of inner dialogue going on. But there's a lot of younger people because it's close to campus, and you know, just these beautiful angelic creatures of joy and light. And it is just
You are 20.
and it's been so interesting lately because I'm 31 this year, 32 maybe,
31.
You're
What?
30.
born in 1992.
Yeah, 32.
31.
Because A is
Yeah,
also 92. Yeah.
there we go.
32.
Nice.
But it's been so funny to be like, you know, I kind of love not being 22.
Oh my god.
Because I see them and,
We're
and
not
I
feeling
feel
22.
compassion.
we're no longer feeling 22.
But like, you know, there's like I very much feel older and look different and look older, and it's so funny to be like, I don't want to be. I do not feel envious.
No.
I do not. I
Yeah.
feel compassion for like that. I didn't know who I was, where I was going. Getting married.
Yeah, I feel like that is not what we're really taught to expect either. We're kind of
Yeah.
taught of like, well, you're gonna, you know,
Always
between
be
like the
jealous
biological
for-
clocks and the like, you know, pressure on women to not age.
Yeah.
I thought it would be tough. Like, I thought that my 30th birthday was gonna be hard because it was hard for my mom and it was hard for my grandma, you know, whatever. But like, no, I earned 30, babe. By the time I turned 30,
We're
I
here.
was like, oh, I belong here.
Yeah.
I had
Yes.
vacated my 20s a while ago.
I was not allowed to have like a 20s, and so like
same. I'm over it.
I felt like I was past that for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, you're freshly 30, just
Yeah.
as of a couple weeks ago.
That's right.
And you've shared on the pod before that you feel 30.
yeah. I felt fucking 30 the next day.
Have we not covered this yet? Yeah, we.
Oh, is this first recording since?
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
it
We've been on a
is.
2-week hiatus.
Yes,
Cute.
because we
Well,
were
good.
having
The girlies
so
need a
many
break.
adventures.
We need a break.
Need some
Here
rest
and again.
sometimes.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. We told the audience before we went that we got a big beach house We had Savannah and
Well, they
Brandon.
know because we recorded last year.
Yes, we
Happy
did.
Place,
Not
which
sure
also
Happy
our
Place.
drinks clinking. That was a fun episode. If I
So
recall.
cute, so cute.
So they're familiar with the
Yes,
vacay
the
girly.
listeners
The vacation.
understand.
It's our family vacation.
It was the big podcast family vacation and partners, and it was just such a delight. And so in the middle of the week, it was Katie Bird's 30th birthday, and we scheduled this on purpose. And so our theme was in the morning for brunch, it was daylight. Because, well, we were going to do like a lover theme because we had lots of pinky stuff and because we thought that'd be cute and
cutesy.
And then it evolved into we could do a theme for the evening, like ACOTAR, and then we're like, and then Savannah was like night court, and I'm like night court,
Daylight to night court.
What?
Yes. These are all of our
So-
favorite things.
These are our things.
Yes. So we had like a real pink, floaty, fun 30th
Yes.
butterflies aesthetic in the morning, and then did great stuff in the afternoon, and then Katie Bird came out, got crowned the queen of the High Lady of the Night
High
Court.
Lady of the Night Court.
And then the butterflies were now bats.
They were.
And so
Everything turned from pink to black.
It was so fun.
It was so good.
Amazing.
And so tequila shots were involved.
Oh, some
So
big
we-
swigs of bourbon. If
So
I
we
recall.
had tequila, but then there were some bourbon shots then later
Who,
in
which
the
also,
evening.
P.S. No. No.
You know, which is what we all said when she did it. When the
Which
birthday
only-
girl threw back.
Yeah. You did great. You had a great birthday.
It was so fun.
So I did do a tequila shot with my mom, who had never done a
tequila
shot in
shot.
her
She did a
life.
great job.
She did. She learned that real quick.
I was a little like, was this your very first tequila shot? She did pretty good.
Yeah, I don't
She
know
did
if
pretty
it's
good. She
tequila
did pretty
shot.
good. That's all I'm
She's
saying.
been in education for actually.
Yeah.
She told me this is her 37th year in education.
Oh my
So
God.
she's a quick learner.
Yeah, she's a quick learner.
Yeah.
She's
real
adaptable.
flexible. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I just gotta roll with this.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
And we played the game Star. If you're not familiar with the game Star, it
Our
is.
pool game. I've
So
never heard
silly.
of Star.
No, I
So-
had never.
I think it's just Katie Bird's pool.
No, that's not true because
Katie Bird made
Savannah
it.
also
I think
knew
it's
exactly
just-
what I was talking about.
Well,
Well, leave it to
that- no.
Savannah.
So it's a pool game that you may have played different versions of this when you were younger, but someone sits at one end of the pool and then everybody else stands on the other, and you give a category like movies, TV shows, books, and you give the initials of whatever it is. So if you're doing like the Hunger Games, you would say it's a book, initials THG. And first person who gets it says Star, races to the end of the pool, tags, guesses, and then you switch out.
that is the game.
That is technically how the game is meant to work.
Those are the rules of the game that I explained very clearly.
You
when the
sure did. You did a
participants-
great job explaining the game to us. Absolutely.
You really did, while inebriated. And when the participants for said game are all 30-year-old and above, for the most part, adults who have had many drinks.
Yes.
And it's the middle of the night and we're in the swimming pool on your birthday. Then the rules start to evolve.
Yes.
We developed a
Well, because it was too
new...
easy. It was too
We
easy.
know each other too well.
Yeah.
So
and
then-
it was all within our own interests. Of course,
Yeah.
we were doing
Oh, yeah.
Taylor Swift like.
It was like, yeah, a Taylor Swift song, Taylor Swift
DBHTC.
album. Yeah.
And the
yeah.
guys were like, what?
What?
The partners
Who?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we upgraded it to Partner Star.
We sure did.
So you had to get on the back of somebody, and one of you had to know
Turbo
it.
backpack.
Yeah.
Like, you had to-
Yeah.
One of you had to know it to get over there, and then you both worked together, and then
Oh, work
Did
together.
you?
work
That-
together. Not me. I do whatever I want, apparently.
Oh, you really did.
And then
So-
when you get back to
with
their
your
side,
crown
you switch.
sliding
So I was on Brandon's back, and then when we got back, he would get on my back.
For context, Brandon is 6'2".
He's 6'1".
Which I'm sorry if that messes up anyone's visual imagery of us. It just is what it is. Brandon's very tall. You can undo that if
He
you need
is
to.
an entire foot taller than I
He's
am.
very
Oh,
tall.
yeah.
And Katie Bird is 5'1". And
Little small girl.
and perfect.
She's
She's,
a
a
baby
small
girl.
girl. And so
She fits perfectly on his back.
She sure
Yeah.
does.
A
but
perfectly sized Katie Bird backpack.
the other way around.
It was tough.
Katie
It
Bird
was a
was
little
out
tough.
of the water.
Yeah, he would hoist me up, and I would just be sitting on his back like a horse.
He was waist down in the water. Just
Oh
going for you to win. It was so Partner Star is hysterical.
So silly.
So funny.
It is genuinely
We played for
the best.
hours.
Hours.
No, it was 2 to 3 hours.
Look at this.
Folks.
These
You're
birds still
still
remain.
Yes.
They remain.
We were heating our
Like,
bodies
they're
across
still
the pool.
full yeets. Oh my gosh.
But so throughout that, we were of course taking more. So Hopi went inside and got the whole 40-ounce
brought the
thing
whole
of
damn
tequila.
tequila.
Okay,
out.
there was not very much tequila left
Oh,
in
it
that
was
by the
enormous,
time
and we were
I
all
brought
throwing it
out.
back.
We had to yeet it out the window the next day.
It was
like
so
we had to
fun.
rid the demons from the
Oh yes. Oh, but so this is going somewhere. So and the journey is great too. And so we are all taking shots in the pool. We are all sipping, and we're being absolutely fucking unhinged.
Just hooligans.
Oh, and I'm sure being so
hooligans.
obnoxiously loud.
Yeah. There
Well,
were
it was a
vacation
Wednesday. Nobody was there. Nobody cared.
We were fine. We were fine.
That was the one night we did anything that even resembled a party. So
Yeah.
We got out of that without getting arrested on our sea-doo, and so we're thankful for that.
Excuse.
we were all fully clothed.
We were all fully clothed. And so some of us were having good head, but some of us were fully clothed. So we'll get to that. But we
Will we?
Oh, but we will.
Oh.
So we're all playing this, and then things start to ramp up. And Katie Bird gets even more excited to be 30, and she throws back some whiskey and something else.
bourbon.
Well, there was
And then you
whiskey
shotgunned.
on the side.
She did not
I
shotgun.
didn't
Truly?
shotgun.
Shotgun.
No. Hell no.
Shotgun was
did.
hard.
I'm a lady.
Tiny bee.
Jay shotgun something?
I saw something. Yeah, he was like drinking it like a frat boy.
I didn't
That's
miss
not
that.
the same thing as shotgunning. Like he just was throwing it back, or he did the shotgun.
He had the hole in it, right?
Oh,
Isn't
he
that
shotgunned it.
Okay.
Oh, I bet that baby V.
They both shotgun.
V might have been the instigator of
that.
that. He
The
loves the
next-
shotgun.
and baby
I like that people tried to claim that like I was the only one that was drunk when all of
no.
you all
Oh my
of
God.
you all were fucking drunk. Okay.
But there
Wait,
are
who
no
claimed
videos of us being drunk.
It's just
So
me,
as the night
Look,
winds down, it's
drunk
one or two,
Katie does not like to be told what to do.
as evidenced by
I will just
so many times that evening. You were like, absolutely not. You
I'm
knew
not-
exactly what you wanted. You knew exactly what you thought.
yeah. I was like, there's this whiskey here. What if I drank it?
And everybody says
Everyone
no, and you're
told
like,
me
fuck
no.
you.
I was like, well, now I'm going
Obviously,
to.
I'm going to.
watch me.
I did it in one swallow, and
Not
What
a
was
whiskey
it?
girl.
No man. No,
man is
is
going
going to
to-
tell me on this my birthday.
What
No
to do.
man.
She literally had
Just as
had
one
the finger
pinky.
up, and Jay has not stopped over
Oh
the
my
past
God.
several weeks.
In our house
Just-
as well.
We just no.
no man is
We
going to tell me
all-
what to do.
no
and that
man.
stands for then and now. No man is going to tell me what to do.
It's just like the best.
And I learned the next day
Response.
that from my partner that it was not a small amount of bourbon.
No.
Oh my
just
gosh!
swallowed.
It was
wasn't
like
a
a
shot.
double. It was like a.
Oh, my
Tiny
attorney.
B agrees.
Tiny B, come on this
No,
side.
it was so much bourbon, and so that was really fun. And then at some point we decided to wind down because it was probably 1 or 2 in the morning, and then so we headed inside. And so we were all like, okay, we're gonna pack up. This is the part you don't remember.
I have flashes in and out of this part.
Glimpses.
It was the sweetest. We will remember it forever.
We did a full, just like a dance circle.
It was so
It was
healing
so
and
wholesome
hilarious
and lovely.
So we're all
And you-
damp. We're all puddle dripping
wet.
on the
puddles
floor.
everywhere.
We're in the beach house, and we all
giant
have puddles
3-0 balloons.
We're just
clutched.
I'm holding them.
over each boob. And so, yes, Bean has. So we're all in our swimmies, and we're all dancing to Taylor Swift, and you continue to say just one more song with the finger, one more song,
Just one.
And then I think we did that. We did that for at least an hour, and so there were multiple songs. It was so much. I've never had more fun. But then at some point, Bean was like, "Let's." Like, tell me what you did on your birthday today, Katie Bird, and then hits record.
That was Brandon's idea.
Wasn't
Oh,
it?
yeah.
4 minute killer.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna kill him,
We
Brandon.
we learned that the day started with some very good head, which was true.
So birthday appropriate.
It was
Sure.
great
As
to
it
know.
should be.
It is not something that sober Katie Bird would say.
Oh, no.
It's so,
Never.
Absolutely not. I would,
Never.
especially with your partner right there.
even drunk Katie, I said it in the video, and then I went, sorry. Like, even drunk Katie was like, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
The cheers, it was so fun. And also,
no, we loved.
So because we spent a while getting ready that when we know you get up so early,
You
and
get
so
up
like
so
we
early.
knew you were
Yeah.
awake. We told A to hold her hostage, so we knew. We knew, and it was still very funny. But we danced we sang.
Oh, we danced.
Tears
we had the
were
biggest
shed.
group hug. You and A Baby did a sweet little slow dance at the end of the night. That
His
was
hands
As he
fully
just
on my
held
ass.
your
yeah.
ass, your naked ass,
Beautiful.
just dancing
Gorgeous.
in the living room.
Yeah.
gorgeous.
It was the most fun we've had in a long time.
And the next day, I thought I was going to perish.
She suffered.
Oh, yes.
Could
All
not
of
even
this
eat
to
the grilled
say-
cheese the next day, and we know that shit is dire when the grilled cheese is
I
not
could
hidden.
not.
I have
Any
never
bite of food, I was like, oh, I think I'm done forever now.
I have never seen you more miserable, and it was so sad.
I got to be like noon, and I just started weeping, and I was like,
Oh yeah, it'd be like
You
that.
were
I was
so
like, I'm
hungry.
Not sad, I'm just hungover.
so terrible.
It was terrible.
Well, the Lord, in her wisdom,
In
blessed
her
us by
infinite
giving
wisdom.
us the one rainy day.
the
that
loudest
day.
thunderstorm.
And so
That was
we had
magical.
no choice
But to watch the
stay
Eras tour.
inside and watch the whole Eras tour first thing in the
Which
morning.
we've never seen.
Never.
Yeah. So we all, it's a sing along.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was the most tender. It was so much fun.
I
It
just
was
don't
not
think I
fun to
can
see how hungover you
I
were,
can't
but
like get
we
drunk
loved
other places really because it's like being drunk in that safe space
Yeah.
is
God,
like
yeah.
this is just the only way I want to do this.
Because I don't really
like
get drunk anymore.
Yeah.
Like when I was in my 20s, sure. But like it's been years since I've been that intoxicated.
Well, and willfully, like, no, this is fun and I'm going to do it. I'm going to drink more.
Yeah, that was the problem in my 20s was because like drunk Katie wants to fucking rage.
yes,
I want to keep partying forever.
Oh, that's wild.
I know.
It takes a lot for me to get
one more
there.
song. Just one more song.
Yeah, literally.
I could see how, yeah, because it was, I mean, we've been drinking all night by the point you hit this, like, and I'd never seen
That's like
that.
if I'm blacking out, it's like,
Like,
oh, we're
okay, she's
gonna
having a
keep
good
this riding.
Which is
Fun.
an all-in
Sure.
intensity that we appreciate.
I just think it's really special to have like the safety to do, like the
Yes.
safety to do that
Yes.
in a way that like we would have never let anything happen to
Of
you
course,
or
yeah.
like there was
Oh,
no
totally.
like
And that's the
risk.
only reason that I would ever just like, because I mean, I make the conscious decision. Okay, I'm going to be drinking
I
a lot.
actually will be drunk.
Yes. Like
gonna
usually,
be great.
if I'm getting to that point, it's because I've decided I'm going to continue
Right.
drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, like, we were all, like, it's literally your birthday. You're surrounded by all of your
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
We're going to ensure that you're safe. This is
Yeah.
ideal.
For sure.
Enjoy.
I think
Yeah.
that's really special.
Anyway,
she's
get
perfect.
you some friends who the next morning after you completely blacked out and made a fool of yourself, that well, the first thing they say to you is feel not a sense of shame.
Not a one.
ounce of shame.
Not a one.
No,
Not
we
a
were
bit.
so happy.
It was like immediately they were like, she's going to feel embarrassed about this.
Don't.
Don't you feel an ounce of shame?
I mean, feel however you want to feel, but
Yeah.
also like we cherish you, and it is only a testament
so
of our
sweet.
love that we like. Because we were also like never stop gassing you up.
It was truly the most. It was so fun to know that, like, we created a birthday experience where you could have such a great time.
Totally.
It was so It was not at all. I mean, my heart hurt that you were sick the next day. Like, I was not rejoicing
We
that you were
suffer.
hurting.
That's all right.
But
We
like,
suffer.
Yeah, it was
Hope was also hungover. We were
Yeah.
we were in it together.
We were. We sure were.
the instigator of the tequila shots.
Laying.
Yeah.
Just leaning.
Just singing
She
a
was
little
like,
bit.
it got to be like, I don't know, 1:30 or something, and she was like, "Do you want to just like lay in the pool, or so do you want to be horizontal in another location?"
And so we did. We took
Yeah.
our little books and we laid on our little floaties. And we still didn't move.
No.
Just don't move.
Yeah.
Can't move.
Oh, it was so much fun. It was a core memory for all of us, I
Yeah.
think. It brought us endless joy.
It was great.
All right. Well, I do have a short and spicy game for us to
Ew.
play, and by game, it's game is a loose word.
Game, we hold game loosely.
Okay, so I've seen this on TikTok. People do this, where I'm gonna let you all blind rank smut tropes. So I'm gonna give you one. You've got to give it like a 1 through 10, but you're not gonna know what else is coming.
Shit.
So I need to keep track of what I've listed 1 through 10.
I'll try to keep track for you.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah. So I made a list. I'm gonna try and go like in random order because I put my favorites, sort of close to the top.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Okay.
All right.
Sure.
Okay. Workplace romance.
Boo.
Really? It totally depends. I would have said boo. all day. But I think that we're gonna have some worse ones coming up. For one thing, wait, are we both agreeing on, or we'll have our own?
Is this a collaborative or?
So we can do 2 different. I'm going to copy and paste the list so that we can do 2 different numbers.
Let's do 2 different. Okay, because I'm already trying to persuade
we'll differ a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, then that will be way more interesting. You go first and determine. Well, no, you first. You said no. Your gut reaction.
It's immediately. Well, my brain is like, okay, I need to categorize everything into like highs and lows, and that's going to be on the low end for me.
Okay,
a workplace romance, because I think that. It's the trauma, baby. No, I think the power dynamics are too loud at works. Like, I don't. That could be icky.
Okay.
It could be really good.
Yeah.
But, like, if I'm looking at a smut and I'm scanning the tropes.
Sure.
That's one that could be a thumbs down for me.
That is a high stakes, high reward situation.
Yeah. So the good ones are good, but the bad ones
are me too. Like, we have movements because of this. Yeah.
Right. And so for that reason, I'm going to put...
That feels judicious.
Oof. I'm going to put that one at like a 7.
A 7?
I think it's going to get worse.
Okay. Excellent choice. So I would have said absolutely not. I hate the power dynamic idea for sure until I read The Hating Game. And then I was like, this can be really hot with a lot of
like scaffold, like some bumpers.
Some bumper, some like, and with an author who is adept, Sally Thorne? Sally Thorne, not Sally Rooney, who is adept at making it clear that the power dynamic is equal, and this is just hot.
Okay.
So she did a really fun, beautiful job of like, they're completely equals. Even though it's male-female dynamic, and then they were up for the same promotion. It was all this stuff. So good. But also, Taylor agrees because I can see you.
True. That is
Taylor's version
workplace
from the vault.
That's true.
It is.
It is giving.
Have we just read workplace romance into that song, or is that?
Oh no, it's giving. We kept everything professional.
Oh, yeah, professional.
But something changed.
Well, because
the Lord I like.
This song is about John Mayer, and she was featured on John Mayer's album. She's on the song "Half of My Heart," and so that is how they met.
I didn't know about that.
Yes, this is the Taylor lore.
Love it.
I'm just giggling at the extent of the lore. My brain cells
they met because she's featured on his song, and so they were working together.
Sure.
Oh, okay. Also, an honorable mention for The Proposal, starring Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock, which I love.
So the power differential split. She's his boss. I love it. I love that movie.
Which is still could be complicated.
So there are exceptions.
Yeah.
There are
exceptions. Okay, where are you gonna put it?
Okay, yeah. What's your number?
I think
that's hard.
I think I'm gonna love others even more. So let's put like 5.
5. Okay.
I was thinking either 4 or 6, but let's do 5.
Okay. Friends to lovers.
That's hard to write because
it is so hard to write, especially like childhood best friends to lovers.
Ew.
Because
I never believe it.
Me neither.
Because like I cannot. And if y'all are in this kind of relationship, please write in. I guess you were you were always kind of into your partners.
We were never like friends. Like we were acquaintances.
You were like flirty. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we were never like friends before we were dating. It was like we were acquaintances or we were dating.
Because when this trope comes in, it is like people who know each other intimately and then fell in love. And I just don't understand.
Oftentimes it's like,
what do we mean by friends?
I don't get it.
And oftentimes it's one or the other has like pined after this person their whole life, which can also be kind of a red flag.
The only way to
giving like friend zone. It's giving.
Yes.
I don't.
The only way to do it is if there's like this secret longing, because then what's the point of the trope? It can't be like, oh, we were completely platonic and indifferent to one another until one day I got the hots for them. Like
something just happened.
Yeah, there are some that are written. It's like, we've just been platonic friends forever, but then
now I'm changing.
A switch has been flipped, or like
interesting.
They were friends as children, but then they were like they went apart and they came back together, and all of a sudden she's really hot.
I don't like that. I do love kind of like, because I'm thinking there's a Carly 14 that's kind of like it, but no, I haven't read this, I don't think, but it's one of the summers. There's 4 of them
There's
now.
so many of the summers.
Yeah, really good. But it was the one with the doctor, I think. But it was like they were always flirty. And then they came back together.
That's
so
fine,
that's not really
sure. But that doesn't,
lovers.
yeah, that doesn't feel like friends
That's
to
like a
lovers.
situationship too.
Yeah. So it's such an interesting. But what would I rank it? I don't dislike friends to lovers. Now that we're talking about it, there's lots of ways to do it.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. I am not compelled.
Yeah, that's just not one that I'm gonna like pick up.
Yeah, I'm neutral on it. If it's woven into like a series, like if the first one's enemies, second one's workplace, third one's friends, sure, I'll read it.
Whatever. Yeah, I'm not saying I haven't read A Good Friends to Lovers.
Yeah.
But no. Well, now I want to make that one 7 and bump up workplace to 6.
Well, you can't. That's the rules of the game.
Have you
It's
ever
the
read a
rules.
workplace that you were like, oh, well, you said the proposal.
Yeah,
but
I love the proposal, and there was one.
But that's because it's a flipped power dynamic.
It is. That's why I like it.
And most of the Allie Hazelwoods are workplace.
Yeah, but they're always
that's
in like
true. They
different
are.
departments, and they're in different like.
It's not the forbidden love necessarily of a workplace romance.
I mean, he's usually her boss.
Or like dissertation supervisor. Yeah, that's true. They're involved in some way. Or they're rival company. But that's a different trope.
Well, I mean, I stand. So I think it has to be 8 then.
Okay.
I'm gonna run out of the low numbers, and then I'm gonna be stuck with things I don't like at the top.
I
is
know
what's gonna
that's the
happen
danger
to
of
me.
this game.
Oh,
It truly is the danger.
Oh,
I'm gonna
no.
say, because I'm thinking of like ways that I would be okay with it and that I would enjoy it. I'm gonna say, I don't want to say 4 though. Say 6.
6.
Because I don't actually like love it.
All right.
Also, this is 2 air signs trying to play this game, which is like, can I like reason my way through
Can
it?
I
it's not.
make a pro con
I'm
list of each?
the water sign in the room, chucking buckets of water. Those are the rules. You can't change it.
I mean, we
love
need
it.
that honestly.
Okay.
need
Let's go Grumpy Sunshine.
Oh, love it.
Absolutely.
Love.
That's like a top 3.
I agree.
I agree too.
I agree.
Grumpy Sunshine.
I even love a reverse Grumpy Sunshine.
Reverse is
in
cute
any
too.
direction.
Yeah.
whoever's grumpy and whoever's the sunshine,
it.
I'm here for it.
Because the grumpy is so entertaining.
It's
like
so endearing.
because then they fall in love. I'm gonna say 3 because I don't know what.
Roy Kent.
Oh,
Roy Kent. Roy Kent.
And
is here. And Jamie Tart.
Yes. Jamie Tart. Yeah, we think that they're a throuple.
I
Right?
will forever hold in my heart that turned into a polycule.
That's
that
cute.
turned into a throuple.
Because there's a
Because even
real
in the
love
end
between
scene,
them all.
yeah, and a little homoerotic.
Oh, the
Oh.
bike ride.
They're yes.
They're in love.
Wherever
They're
they
all
are.
in love.
I
You
know.
can't tell me otherwise. I refuse.
It's very sweet.
That's my favorite. Yeah, I think that's gonna be number 2 for me. Going number
Wow,
2.
Grumpy
Because
Sunshine.
like maybe
Oof.
there's something I like more that when you say it, I'll be like, oh, that's my
I already
favorite.
know which one I'm
But,
waiting
like,
to put at number 1.
I don't. I got no thoughts. I'm
Okay,
smooth brain
smooth brain.
coming into this
Are
game.
you saving number 1 for something you think I have on this list?
Yeah, that I know you have.
You don't know what I've written down.
You don't know.
These came from my own brain.
See?
Okay, we'll go one bed.
Shit.
One bed. One bed.
There better be one
I
bed.
love one bed makes me like kick my feet like none other. Like I get to like screeching about one bed in a very special way.
And it's just so fun because
so
one bed can be layered with one bed means something different.
Oh, yeah.
With a different dynamic of a couple. Like one bed can be like,
It could mean so any number of things.
it can be like,
In a fantasy,
shit.
in a
or-
fantasy, it's like, well, we have to like stay warm for this
Sure,
scary
yeah.
winter
We must.
outside. And then, like in a sports romance, it's like, well, you're my assistant, and this is the only room we have.
Goes so many directions. I do love one bed.
What are you gonna say?
So, your number 2 spot's already taken.
I know.
Your face in the cat's hat. Like just deeply considering where would I rank the one bed trope whilst in the cat's hat with your mimosa.
I think that's going to be number 3.
Number 3. Okay.
That's number 3. Because I am, like, universally into a grumpy sunshine.
Yeah. Always.
Okay.
Your number 3 spot is taken.
I know. But
What took your number 3
do I
spot?
put it
Grumpy
at 2
sunshine.
or at 4?
See?
2 or 4. Woo!
It's all a relative game.
Yeah,
This is hard.
it's relative.
This is hard.
Shit.
Shit.
Okay, well, let's put it at a 4 because
Uh-oh.
I'm holding out. How many more do we have left?
We're, like, not yet halfway through.
Yeah, we done 4 so far, and we've got
We're
10.
almost halfway.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay, continue.
Okay. Let's go second chance.
Boo.
Yeah, hate it.
It depends, people.
No.
It always depends. Everything
It's always
depends,
a no for me.
But I
I'm
don't...
not-
Always a no.
I have never read a second chance that I enjoyed.
Whoa.
That is I think if you'd read Carly 14, you'd change your mind.
I don't think so.
And it's so. What do you hate about it?
I just don't like. So the ones that I have read, there's one that sticks out to me that I hated.
And so it ruins second chance romance for you.
Which one?
Where, oh gosh, I can't remember what it's called. It's the second one in a series. It's a Tessa Bailey.
Oh.
Where, like, they were married,
Oh, well, that's horrible.
and then they just, like, were just not happy in their marriage, but then they spent all this time in, like, therapy, trying to do it made me want to puke.
That would be hard. But that is a trope. Like people.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and people in real life do.
It's
Get
true.
back with their ex-husband and
It's
whatnot.
true.
I don't want to read about it.
Yeah, but I think for me, that just is like... Yeah, no, I don't enjoy either. That's really low on my list.
It's not. I think I just love the ones that I've read. I've loved the Carly Fortune ones.
I feel like I read something by Carly Fortune recently and was like,
And I think I love like the like string theory of it all. The like this was the alternate timeline, and now you get a second chance to see if you want to have a do-over at a relationship.
Yeah.
But I think that is a fantasy that like I've seen. It can be nice depending on the plot, depending on the characters. And I think the ones that I've read I've liked.
Yeah.
So
I
what
think
numbers?
there's potential
So,
there.
Anna, you have used
All my middle ones.
You've used 3, 4, 5, and 6.
I knew I did. 3, 4, 5, 6. So all I have are 1, 2, 7, 8, 9.
Yep.
Well, I guess
And
I gotta put it at 7 because I don't dislike it. I really did fill out the middle of that
do you
chart.
seek them out? Oops.
No, I don't seek them out.
Yeah. So I think that's.
I'm like curious. Like how does this work? I'm not turned off by a second chance romance generally.
Oh man, I just am. I think that's going to be like a 9 for me.
I think when I'm thinking second chance romance, I'm not thinking getting back with an ex. I'm thinking like you lost touch. And like the timing wasn't right, but now the timing is. So maybe that's the difference that I'm thinking when I say second chance romance. I'm thinking not like someone who you had a bad relationship with and then you get back with and you have a great relationship with.
That's
I'm
helpful.
thinking like it was a beautiful relationship that you loved, but then your lives went separate directions or there was a misunderstanding.
Sure.
It never worked with anyone else. And then
Okay.
you're suddenly back at this
I
family
do like
reunion
that.
or you're back in your hometown. And
Yeah.
Not a
like,
family reunion.
like
Ugh.
I was trying to think of like
The Alabama
not
story.
a family reunion. Yes, specifically not a family reunion. But like you're back in your hometown or you're like back and it's like the romance is rekindled.
Okay.
So
That
I
is the
see
Carly.
now-
I think the one I read was Every Summer After.
Yes, so good.
Which I
mean,
enjoyed.
But I see how it wouldn't be everyone's
Fine.
favorite. But it's interesting to hear y'all describe second chance romance because I'm like, oh shit, maybe everybody's thought I've been into that. I'm not into like a toxic ex.
Yeah, I
getting
was
back with
immediately thinking of Happy Place. Of like,
Exactly. That is a second chance that I like absolutely. No, not for me.
But it is interesting to see how like people can change and grow, but that
Sure.
really is a fantasy. Like that is not. I mean,
Yeah.
people do change and grow. But like if you had a toxic relationship dynamic with an ex, even if they've done a lot of changing and growing, it's still going to be hard to then get back with them,
Right.
Yeah.
Because goodness gracious,
Yeah.
y'all had something toxic at the time.
Do you know, I have to say, the way that you, a baby, are engaging with this exercise makes me think of a TikTok I saw about, like, when you're, like, single ladies, like, when they're going on a date with someone and they're trying to figure out if they're enjoying it. It's like, is this a person that I enjoy, or am I just really funny?
Yes!
Like, am I just
love
the one
those
that's bringing it to the
TikToks.
table? I feel like you're bringing it to the table.
Yeah.
Katie Bear's trying to tell us about tropes, and you are bringing all of this, like, stuff. And it's like, yeah, that would be great.
It's like, oh,
In the meantime,
that's not
a second chance trope.
That is an excellent illustration of exactly
Like-
what's happening. Because I'm like,
I see
in this
you.
essay,
I'm with
I will.
it. Yeah,
Second
you need to
chance
make the
romances.
case. But, like,
Is there a timeline in which somebody breathed life into me and was like, Anna, you would be a great attorney? And in which I said, you're right.
Correct.
And then I am a highly skilled attorney who only is good to people. I think that is a timeline that I could have flourished in.
Totally.
Because I have made a case for many of these tropes as an external processor. You're welcome, all of you.
I love it.
Okay,
I love
so
it.
you immediately put it at the bottom of your list.
Immediately no.
So it's a 9.
It's a
you put it
9.
at a 7.
I say it depends. So I'm going to put it at a 7.
Okay. All right.
Because I'm right.
Let's do Brother's Best Friend.
I'm not mad about that one.
But is it a number 2 for me?
No.
It's not a number 2, but I don't hate it. I actually
So,
dated a brother's best friend. Like, it's fun.
yeah, you have used 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Let me live.
Hope you have used 2, 3, 79.
Haha.
You have more wiggle room. This
I
was
have
judicious.
a little wiggle room. This, I think, yeah,
This was
is
jellicle.
This is
Is that what it is?
It's jellicle.
like, I'm kind of irritated that you're not wrong, because I know that you don't know what you're talking about. But, like, yeah, it is a little jellicle, as a matter of fact.
jellicle,
So I'm
okay?
going to put that at a 4. I sure am. Because I think that's kind of spicy.
I like
and
it.
that is some,
If I
like,
had 4 available,
It works for
that's
me.
some, like, inner teen stuff
Sure.
for me. That's, like, a spicy adolescent,
Yeah,
like,
I-
so
light
someone with an older
forbidden
brother, it's
love,
like,
but
yeah.
like not
the book
that bad.
the book that we're reviewing coming up, it makes me wonder if there's a brother's best friend, or if there's a brother's best friend trope that's going to happen in the next, if this becomes a series.
Oh, fun!
The
this
younger
book?
sister. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay.
I mean, I think that's clear. We'll get into it. But yeah, it's fascinating to me because I'm
I
like,
like
oh,
it.
it can be really cute. It can be playful.
Yeah, I'm here for low stakes forbidden romance.
Yes.
Like, is it going to cause a
Hey.
little relational drama that we then have to work through? That feels fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm right now reading Mistakes Were Made. Which is by I think this I don't know, the same author of Cleat Cute.
Oh, cutie.
So
Meryl
it's-
Winter. They
Yeah.
Meryl
Wilsner.
Not Winter. Wilsner.
I think. So it's another like women loving women.
Nice.
Cutie.
And it is a it's spicy.
Ooh,
It's a college roommate's mom.
Oh.
But like they didn't know.
They didn't know.
And like she's
That's always
the main
cute.
character's a senior and she's like befriended this little freshman and then it's like family weekend. It's hot.
That's very spicy.
It's hot. It's spicy.
Nice,
But
nice,
it's drama.
nice.
But I had to like, you know, it doesn't happen every time, but like last night when I was reading, I had to like and like put the book down and like
It was a lot.
stim a little bit because I got too excited. So I like a little
I love a
forbidden-
brother's best friend.
Yeah.
Cute.
Give me the drama. Doesn't Chapel say that? Let's start a bar fight.
Let's
Yeah.
start a bar.
I love a little drama.
Yeah, I mean, Chapel Roan understands.
She gets it.
All right,
Always
Anna.
I've got to say like 7 or 8, right?
Well, you can't
Yeah,
use
you
7.
must.
I'm
Not
saving
even 7.
What am I saving 1 or 2 for?
What are you saving
I thought
1 or
you
2
said
for?
you had one in mind.
I do, but I don't know why you haven't read it yet.
Well,
I'm like worried it's not on the
Because she's
list.
being tricksy. She's going to do it at the very last.
Yeah. Okay. Continue. We're gonna
So
find out.
8?
Yeah.
7's not available to you.
8.
so-
Yeah.
The next highest
This
one.
was a strategy. I'm not saying it's bad strategy. It just makes it frustrating as
Okay.
time goes on.
We're not saying she doesn't like Brother's Best Friend.
No.
But there are other things on this list that she thinks she likes more.
Uh-huh.
Okay, age gap.
Age gap is really hard because it has to be like within a range of like
It
10
has
years
to be
for me to buy
very
it.
specific.
10, 15. It depends so much.
It really does.
As a mental health practitioner,
10
I
years,
don't-
I think, is pretty much where I max out.
It's not wrong or
With the
bad.
exception of The Idea of You.
Oh, see,
That's
exactly.
That's a reverse. Like
The idea of you
normally,
is a very unusual. Yeah,
Yeah.
when you said age gap, I immediately thought
Yeah. Well,
older man.
like an
you know.
older
'cause that's
man.
most of them, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
and like not to shame folks that this worked for.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know. I'm generally though there can be a lot of challenges
Oh, sure.
Sure.
with an age gap.
Yeah.
And so that's wild that like idea of you was so good. And I'm saying 9.
9. Okay. That's fair.
I think I only have like 10 and then somewhere in the middle left.
You
I feel like
have-
that's around like
so
a
you used
6-ish
2,
to me.
3, 4, and then 7, 8, and 9.
Okay, so that can go at 6.
Okay.
That's fine. I don't mind an age gap. I like a silver fox.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ooh.
And I think that, like, for me, there's a clear, like, an age gap is no problem as long as everyone is over 28. Like, you know, like, once you're, like,
Developmental
developmentally
stages.
speaking, a 30-year-old and a 50-year-old, I don't care. 50-year-olds can be hot.
That's
like, I don't
true.
care about that.
Sure.
That doesn't bother me
In
at all.
some books, it's almost
So-
like the developmental stage is not the age is not really
Yeah,
the
I don't
thing.
even care. So
Yeah.
that's fine for me to be in the kind of mid, but it's also not
just don't
something that
have
I would be
mids
like
available.
an age gap.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I'd probably
Okay,
say like
I'll,
6 or 7, but I don't.
out in the wild.
Okay. I'll
Sure,
try to
sure,
throw you a maybe an easier one to rank.
Okay.
Oh.
Virgin trope.
Boo, 10. I knew I was saving it.
Yeah.
See,
I
this
was
is
like, that's an easy one.
this is funny
I don't mind
because you enjoy a teach me.
I do.
Oh,
I
well
was gonna say,
done.
teach me is high up for me.
Yeah.
And so that's
But is virgin trope not a teach me?
I think it can be.
It
Yes.
can't. But virgin trope, broadly speaking, is a real challenge because it can be done really badly. So I'm gonna say 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. I like virgin trope with the caveat that it's done well.
Yeah, but
mostly
you
because
love-
that was me. Like,
Yeah.
I was that. I was like,
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know what the fuck's going on.
Teach me.
Yeah.
So it's fun.
Yeah, but also like if I'm thinking of this as like when I'm looking on like the Goodreads
Yes.
like tags for tropes, if I see virgin trope, nah,
Yeah.
no thanks.
Yeah, it's a tricky
No thanks.
one to do well.
Yeah. I think it just so easily. No. I do love a teach me moment though. Those are my faves. The
I'm trying to think of any,
what's her
like,
name?
virgin
Helen
tropes that I Helen Huang.
Helen Huang.
Oh my god, we did
Yeah.
that recently.
Yes.
That was super.
Oh, the teach me. So good.
And it's almost like sometimes authors, I can tell that they put in like a couple of prior sexual experiences just to say like this is not a
This is
virgin
not
trope.
a virgin. Yeah.
But
Which
it's
I
like,
always appreciate a little bit
yeah.
myself.
So, and so
Yeah.
it's like, oh, this is someone who knows what they're consenting to.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Sports.
Just
Sports are fine.
Sports.
I couldn't think of the word that I wanted to use here.
That's such I'm just saying that's so broad.
I know.
Sports, I get it, but like that's so broad.
Okay. Do you want to make it more specific? Like,
How would you? I think it's sports. Like
Yeah.
I think that is the
That's the genre.
genre.
yeah.
So that's the thing with tropes is it can be as like
Yeah.
tiny as one bed, or a trope can be literally a whole genre.
I can change this one to something else.
I
I've just
like
thought of a
it.
different one, but we can keep it.
I think I have to put it. Do you have 2 more?
These are the last 2. Yes.
Sports and one more are our last 2.
Yep.
Well, now here I am. I'm going to put sports at number 2.
Okay.
Look at
Because
us.
that's all I have left.
And
I don't.
we read a lot of like we like it.
I've
I
never
like it.
disliked a sports smut.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I think that there's a lot of opportunity for like healthy masculinity and like
Yes.
camaraderie
yes.
that I really love in the,
The
sports.
team, sports is helpful because like there's already
The
a
boys
cast of
holding each other
characters.
accountable. Yeah, it's so easy to
Yes.
turn into a series where all the friends get their
There's a
own
team.
spin-off.
Yes.
I love
that.
It,
So,
it kind of writes
You have
itself.
3?
You have 5 and 1.
Ooh.
Yeah, I had 1 and 2.
You have 1 and 2 left
Yeah,
for the last 2.
I just put. Number 1 better be what I think it is, and then sports is what I have as my number 2, which is
We read a lot of sports. We like
Okay.
it.
yeah, I would maybe have put
Wait,
like
what
one
do I
bed as
have
number
left?
2.
You have 5
1 and 5.
and
1.
5?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it just like
What sports your
it's
favorite
just
fucking
like
trope?
no, it's contradictory to my
See
whole
what I
identity
mean?
that it would
Yeah.
be in number 1. So
Yeah.
it's got to be
It's
in
gotta
number
be
5.
five.
But it's
It's
not
like-
like it would
but
be
it's
like
not.
like
A bunch
2
of
or
boys.
3.
Also, Baby V is such a sporty little baby.
He is a sporty little boy.
Sports
Okay,
nugget.
well, I need to reflect. Let's put it at number 5 just for my stability, and I'll reflect on
Your
that. I guess
identity
after
stability.
this. Like, let me just take a
It's
moment.
truly just because we didn't know the whole list, and that's why it's funny to rank these because you don't know them all.
Oh my god!
All right, so by default, you all have both put enemies to lovers.
Yeah!
I'm not that mean.
Okay,
We were
all
all
right. Okay.
confident.
All
we
right.
were so confident
That's
that
better.
one. You were like, I think there's a trope you're waiting on. I'm like, yes, it's enemies to lovers, and she's gonna wait until the last.
Obviously.
So I'm gonna hold number
Okay.
one.
Okay, so Anna, yours ended up being
No.
enemies to lovers at number 1,
Okay.
sports romance at number 2, grumpy sunshine at number 3,
That feels fair.
one bed at number 4, workplace at number 5,
Okay.
friends to lovers at number 6,
Wow.
second chance at number 7, brother's best friend at number 8, age gap at number 9, and virgin at number 10.
Wow.
Interesting.
It's interesting when I put in the lower ranking, considering my it's like, yeah, that's what Anna would do. Anna said, I don't know about those.
I don't know about it.
These are nice, but these can get real dicey.
I don't know. I don't know about it.
Let's
That's
hope these-
I think that's a pretty
Yeah,
accurate.
I think that feels
really.
right.
I would have mixed maybe some of the top numbers a little differently, but
Yeah. That's
fair.
All right.
And then
my method worked, is what I'm hearing.
Worked. Hope you have enemies to lovers at number 1, grumpy sunshine at number 2, one bed at number 3. She says, yes, I do.
Yes.
Brother's best friend at number 4.
Yeah.
Sports romance at number 5.
Right in the middle.
Age gap
Yeah.
at number 6. Workplace at number 7. Friends to lovers at number 8. Second chance at number 9. And virgin at number 10.
That feels right.
Yeah.
I think I represented myself in
You did.
It feels
that.
accurate.
That's congruent. It's giving.
Yeah. Feels
It's
right.
affirming when it's aligned.
Yeah, it's
we like it.
aligned.
We like the feeling.
Yeah.
Oh.
What was your-
you
did
didn't
you
have
write
to
it
do
in
it.
your- No, I
Yeah. What do you
Did you write it in your no particular order? Or
I
was
wrote it in no
that,
particular order.
okay.
I would put enemies to lovers
Would
at
you
number
disagree
1.
with our answers? You could put enemies to lovers. We all love it in enemies
We
to
have
lovers.
a little bit of variation, but I think our broad strokes are quite similar.
Yeah, I would probably
Not
my top
surprising.
3 would probably be enemies to
Perhaps.
lovers, grumpy sunshine. I might put
I know you love one bed.
I do love one bed, but I probably would put sports at the top because I read so much of it.
Most
Yeah.
of it is sports here lately, which is so fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah. But again, I think that speaks to how tropes can be either really little or really big.
Yeah.
Really
Right.
micro or macro. And
It does feel like sports.
it's almost a genre of
Yeah,
smut.
it's almost too big of a
Yeah,
category.
because sports kind of encompasses the
so
like
much. Yeah.
small girl trope
Yes.
and like
That's a great point.
and the healthy masculinity.
Because as we were
and
saying
the-
sports, I also thought of Cleat Cute. Cleat Cute is a sports romance, but it's not heteronormative at all.
Not at all,
And so, which is almost kind of a play on a trope.
Yeah.
It's a reverse sports if like,
Kinda. Yeah.
yeah.
which is strange to consider.
I loved Cleat Cute. I thought it was so cute.
It was super
He's
sweet.
got
We
it
really
on
enjoyed
his
it.
Kindle right now.
Cute.
I may have said some offensive things to him when I was reading it about, like, what if we just were lesbians?
what
So-
if
And he was like, well, I do have a penis. I
So
said,
there are
"Well."
some barriers.
I have a refractory
was it.
period?
I was
A great
a little rude about it, perhaps.
Partnership
when I was
conversation.
reading this women loving it.
I love you just the way you are. And,
And what if?
we were lesbians?
What if you weren't you? We love you, B.
He's gonna
funny.
love it. He's gonna love. He
Oh,
loves
yes.
soccer. You
Cleat
know?
Cute was
Sure.
adorable. But like,
I think sports for me are like, it's like why I love Below Deck, like reality TV.
Below
like,
Deck is a
give
fan
them a
fave.
job. You know, let them have a job. Let them be competent. Let them have like some other identity piece and some
ooh, that's
other
part
like.
of it. Yeah.
There's something else going on here.
Give them an identity.
Yeah, I like
Something.
that.
Let them be more than just the himbo.
Let them cook.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
Did I do it right?
You did it. Proud of you.
We've been
Nailed it.
trying to introduce that at home a little, except for V also loves to talk about cooking them kids.
Oh no.
Let's cook them kids.
So what kids are we cooking?
Normally that is learned from
sexual?
our friend Travis, who plays pickup basketball at the
long
Y
hair.
and talks about cooking them kids.
Oh well.
While he's
On the
playing
sports team?
basketball, yeah. So
So,
it's like a
is that the team?
sportsy kind of. I don't know.
Sports trip, girl. What is
Them
it?
kids.
That's not any. I'm reading about adults. I don't know.
Yeah, well, fair enough.
So the others on the field court our
On the
children.
field.
Sometimes.
Okay, good.
Well,
There's
There's
like a mixed age.
Well, then it's really hard to intentionally work in a new phrase into your
It's hard.
lexicon.
It's hard. We're
Well,
working on it.
It's worth it.
Oh, thank you all so much for listening to this episode of the Short and Spicy. That is the length of a regular podcast. Look, you knew it was going to be a long one because we hadn't recorded in
We have things to say.
so many weeks. So
Also, listeners, we want to know, what are y'all's rankings?
Yeah.
Were ours egregiously off? Are we missing something? Have we just not read?
did I not include a trope that you find to be the best one?
Yeah,
Or the worst
we only
one.
did
Or the
10.
worst one?
Yeah, no, there's some bad ones
Oh, sure.
objectively.
Sure.
Sure.
But yeah, we covered kind of these are some broad. Everyone agrees.
Oh,
that
yeah.
these are tropes. So
Next week, we are reviewing Not in Love by Allie Hazelwood.
y'all knew it was coming.
You knew.
We'll put out a new book. We're reading it.
We
so
love-
Immediately.
read along with us. This book,
That's gonna be.
the things I have underlined that I will have to read out loud.
So much sex.
Yes, they do. And that's why we like it.
Straight people.
As always, you can send us your thoughts, comments, suggestions to smartisbetterwithfriends@gmail.com and follow us on socials at Smut is Better with Friends. And until next time, I hope you also black out on your 30th birthday.
Hey!
Bye.
Bye.